Have you ever put on an outfit that fit perfectly, looked beautiful in the store, but somehow made you feel shapeless? Not because you've changed, but because something about your silhouette just isn't speaking the language it used to. The truth is, there's one silhouette secret that transforms everything for women over 50. And once you see it, you'll understand why some women look effortlessly elegant, while others wearing the same pieces simply disappear. There's a moment that arrives quietly for most women after 50. You're standing in front of the mirror, wearing clothes that should work, and yet something feels lost. Your waist isn't where it was. Your proportions have shifted in ways that make old rules feel obsolete. And the silhouettes that once made you feel powerful now make you feel like you're playing dress-up in someone else's life. But here's what no one tells you. Your body hasn't betrayed you. Fashion has simply been speaking a language designed for a different age, a different shape, a different story. And now? Now is when you learn to dress for the woman you've actually become. Not the one you remember, not the one you think you should be, but the one standing here, right now, deserving of elegance that feels like home. Today, I'm sharing the one silhouette principle that changes everything for women over 50, along with 7 specific ways to make it work with the clothes already hanging in your wardrobe. This isn't about buying new pieces or following trends borrowed from younger bodies. This is about understanding proportion, balance, and the quiet architecture of elegance that honors your body exactly as it is. So if you've felt invisible, shapeless, or simply uncertain about what flatters you anymore, this is your guide back to confidence. Let's discover your most elegant silhouette together. The core secret. Define one point, release the other. Here's what changes after 50 that no one adequately explains. Your body's proportions shift from the hourglass or rectangle you may have known into something softer, less defined. Your waist rises slightly. Your shoulders may round forward. Your middle becomes less willing to be cinched. And this is when most women make the mistake of trying to define everything: fitted tops, belted waists, structured jackets, all at once. But the secret that elegant women understand is this: define one point clearly and let the other be soft. If you define your shoulders with structure, let your waist be easy. If you cinch your waist, let your hemline flow. Never ask your body to be held, shaped, and structured everywhere at once. Because after 50, elegance comes from the balance between definition and ease, between holding and releasing, between shape and flow. When you master this principle, everything changes. You stop fighting your silhouette and start honoring it. First way, the power of the defined shoulder. After 50, your shoulders become one of your greatest style assets. They don't significantly change with age. They create a beautiful horizontal line that frames your face. And when you give them gentle structure, magic happens. Not the aggressive power shoulders of the 80s, but subtle definition. A blouse with soft shoulder seams that sit exactly where your natural shoulder ends. A lightweight blazer with the slightest structure built in. A sweater with set-in sleeves rather than dropped ones. When your shoulder line is clear and defined, you can wear soft, easy fabrics everywhere else. A flowing tunic looks elegant instead of shapeless because your shoulders anchor it. An unstructured cardigan gains sophistication because something above defines you. This is the secret. Strong shoulders allow soft middles. They create a frame that lets everything else be graceful. Try this tomorrow. Choose a top with clear shoulder definition and pair it with your softest, most flowing bottom. Watch how your silhouette suddenly has both strength and grace. Second way, embrace the unbelted middle. This might be the hardest habit to release, but it's also the most liberating. For decades, you may have been told that defining your waist is essential to looking polished. But after 50, most women's waists become their least favorite place to draw attention. The midsection thickens, the natural waist rises, and belts that once felt sophisticated now feel constricting. Here's your permission. Let your middle be easy. Choose pieces that skim rather than cling. Long cardigans that create a vertical line without cinching. Tunic-length tops that suggest shape without demanding it. Shift dresses that fall from the shoulder with quiet grace. When you stop trying to create a waist where your body no longer naturally holds one, something profound happens. You look taller, longer, more elegant, because the eye travels vertically instead of stopping at a belt that's fighting against comfort. This doesn't mean you look shapeless. It means you've chosen to define yourself at the shoulder, the neckline, the hemline, anywhere but the place your body no longer wants to be held. Third way, master the art of vertical lines. After 50, horizontal lines become your adversary and vertical lines become your greatest friend. Not because you need to look taller, but because vertical movement creates grace. A long cardigan worn open creates two vertical lines that frame your body. A simple pendant necklace draws the eye downward. A long line vest suggests length without bulk. Wide-leg trousers in a single color create an unbroken vertical sweep from hip to floor. Even the way you layer matters. A long scarf draped simply creates vertical flow, while a scarf tied horizontally at the neck cuts you in half. Train your eye to see your silhouette as a series of lines. Are they moving up and down, creating length and elegance? Or are they moving side to side, creating width and stopping the eye? Every choice you make, from how you drape a scarf to which cardigan length you choose, either creates vertical grace or horizontal interruption. Choose vertical. Always choose vertical. Your silhouette will thank you. Fourth way, let your hemline create balance. Here's what most women don't realize. Your hemline is doing more work than almost any other part of your outfit. It's where the eye eventually lands. It determines whether you look balanced or bottom-heavy. And after 50, the wrong hemline can undo everything above it. The secret is this. If your top is structured and fitted, your bottom must have ease and flow. If your top is loose and flowing, your bottom can be more fitted. But never both tight, and never both voluminous. A fitted turtleneck with wide leg trousers that move when you walk. A flowing tunic with slim ankle pants that show your shoes. An easy sweater with a midi skirt that has gentle fullness. The hemline creates the final note of your silhouette, and that note should feel like release, not restriction. When you get this balance right, you look elegant from every angle. You look like a woman who understands proportion instinctively, even if you're learning it consciously for the first time. Fifth way, choose monochromatic ease. There's a reason the most elegant older women often dress in a single color from head to toe. It's not about being boring or safe. It's about creating an unbroken silhouette that lets your face, your movement, your presence be the focal point. When you wear cream trousers with a cream sweater and a camel coat, something happens. The eye doesn't stop anywhere to analyze fit or shape. It simply sees elegance, length, confidence. This is especially powerful for women over 50 because it eliminates the visual breaks that can make you look shorter or wider. There's no belt cutting you in half, no contrasting hem drawing attention to where pants meet top. Just one continuous, graceful line. This doesn't mean you must dress monochromatically every day, but understand its power. On days when you want to look your most elegant, your most expensive, your most effortlessly refined dress in shades that whisper to each other rather than shout. Ivory with ecru with sand, charcoal with slate with pewter, navy with denim with sky. The tonal harmony creates silhouette magic. Sixth way, understand the three-quarter sleeve. If there's one sleeve length that flatters women over 50 almost universally, it's the three-quarter sleeve, not cap sleeves that cut the arm at its widest point, not full-length sleeves that add bulk at the wrist, but that graceful length that ends mid-forearm, showing the slimmest part of your lower arm. Here's why it works. It creates a horizontal line at one of your body's most elegant points. It allows you to show beautiful bracelets or a watch without competing with fabric. It makes your arms look longer and more graceful. And emotionally, it feels like the perfect balance between covered and revealed. Neither hiding nor exposing, just elegantly present. When you choose tops, cardigans, and dresses with three-quarter sleeves, you're automatically creating a more refined silhouette. You're drawing the eye to a flattering place, and you're giving yourself a hemline at the arm that creates the same kind of elegant finish that a beautiful shoe creates at the ankle. Small detail, enormous impact. Seventh way, let your neckline lift everything. This is the final piece of silhouette wisdom, and it might be the most important. After 50, your neckline does more to define your entire silhouette than anything else you wear. A high crew neck or turtleneck that sits close to your chin creates vertical length and frames your face beautifully. A wide, gentle scoop neck opens your décolletage and creates horizontal balance to offset narrow shoulders. A V-neck draws the eye down and creates the illusion of length. But here's what matters most. Your neckline must be intentional, not accidental. A stretched-out crew neck that gaps and sags destroys your silhouette. A too-tight turtleneck that bunches and folds undermines your elegance. The right neckline sits exactly where it should, creating a clean, clear line that frames your face like a piece of art. When you invest in pieces with beautiful, well-constructed necklines, everything else becomes easier. Because the frame is right. And when the frame is right, everything it holds becomes more beautiful. Understanding your silhouette after 50 isn't about learning rules or following formulas someone else created. It's about listening to how fabrics feel on your body, noticing which pieces make you stand taller and which ones make you want to hide, paying attention to the mirror not with judgment, but with curiosity. Because your body is speaking a language, and once you learn to hear it, getting dressed becomes less about correction and more about collaboration. You're not trying to create a silhouette that belongs to someone else. You're discovering the one that's been waiting for you all along. The one that honors your shoulders, releases your middle, creates vertical grace, and frames your face like the artwork it is. This is the arrival point. The place where style stops being about following trends and starts being about knowing yourself. And that knowledge, that's worth more than any designer label or expensive piece. Because when you understand your silhouette, confidence becomes your constant companion. If today's video helped you see your silhouette with new eyes, with understanding instead of criticism, with possibility instead of frustration, then I'd be honored to have you join this community. We're women who believe that elegance after 50 isn't about looking younger or chasing perfection. It's about discovering the refined, confident, beautiful version of ourselves that we've been becoming all along. Subscribe to continue this journey together, because you deserve to feel at home in your body and your clothes. You deserve silhouettes that celebrate you, not constrain you. And that transformation? It starts with understanding these quiet, powerful secrets. Let's continue rediscovering timeless elegance, one beautiful choice at a time.